Extreme Outer Limits is presented by Night Force Optics. Precision optics for precision shooting.
Well, guys, it is a fresh start mid-January 2017. We've survived a very political year in the States. We are in Mexico, so everybody's safe and sound, believe it or not, as opposed to a lot of the hype. Yeah. It is okay to still come to Mexico and have fun.
Absolutely.
We're chasing mule deer again with Mike Brownlee of Muley Connection. By the time you get to watch these shows, you will have seen the epic year we had last year with a very last-minute finish.
Yes, sir.
On a giant buck. But nevertheless, we got some hammer deer on the ground. Great management deer.
Yes.
Some really fun times. Some good shooting, some crazy shooting. Everything in between.
Great food.
The great food has already started. Last night, oh man, steaks on the just right
Open
over
flame.
the wood.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, we're suited up right now, but as you can imagine, or as you will have already seen, we will most likely be in t-shirts, enjoying the sun, and chasing big old mule deer. Where else can you do that, right?
That's right.
I mean, it just doesn't happen. You're in the States, you're cooped up, you want to go somewhere and chase a big mule deer and have some fun in the sun. This is the place to do it. So, Mike, give us the game plan.
Well, the game plan, things are a little bit different this year. We're hunting a little bit different style, but I'm excited for this week. We're a week later than we were last year. So I think based on the last 2 days of scouting, we got red activity. It's going to be a really good week. A lot cooler weather. We got a dark moon. There's a giant deer on this ranch that we're after.
Just teasing me with that.
I caught a glimpse of him last year. So we're going to kind of focus in that area and see if we can't turn that deer up. But we'll basically kind of do the same style as we did last year, but a lot more glassing, maybe a little bit more walking, hitting some of these high points, trying to glass up. We just started at first light here, and we've already glassed up one buck that we're waiting to see when he comes out what he is. But seeing more deer this year, we've had a lot of really good winter moisture. So I think we're going to have a good week.
There's two last things. I know this is a long intro, but I want to get them out there. So we got to say it. If I'm gimped up on film, it's because I have a completely blown out knee. So everybody at home, snow skiing accident. Yes, I'm not getting any younger. Going for surgery after the hunt. No way was I going to miss this hunt. Torn ACL, meniscus, and MCO. Bad deal. So I'll be hobbling around, but I'm here. Second thing is back to the management on the ranch. I think it's critical for you guys to know that yes, this is an elite level hunt, but it's very exciting for me now that I understand your management practices. You not only scout these ranches before we come, but at the end of the year you scout them again, so you know exactly what's left. If everybody at home didn't kind of pick up on what you said, you know what you left.
Yep. And
then you now know what you've seen that's new and what you've recovered from what you left last year. So there is an opportunity to really shoot some giant deer down here. So I'm excited.
Me too.
Let's get behind the glass. See what we can turn up. All right.
This segment is brought to you by the Night Force NXS 5.5 to 22 rifle scope. Available in 50 and 56mm objectives. Features the high-speed zero stop, a 30mm tube allowing for 100 minutes of adjustment and multi-coated glass. Producing superb resolution at high magnification. Extreme Store presents the Ready to Hunt Rifle Series. Includes a new MOA rifle, custom-loaded ammunition, sight-in and validation work done over 1,000 yards. Complete and ready for the field. Visit extremestore.us for current inventory.
Another sunrise in Sonora brings renewed hope that today will be the day, and one of the desert giants will make an appearance, giving Bob and Chris the opportunity that they've been looking for.
That is a big deer. Yeah, I can just see him hovering through the tree. You good? What do you want me to do, Mike? So no or yes?
You got a shot and you're good killing.
You sure? Because I mean, I will. If you don't want me to, I won't.
You hit him.
Huh?
You hit him. I don't know where.
Sounds like I might have caught a limb. I thought I was clear of it, but I might have caught a limb too.
I think you hit him. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's the same buck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm back and forth on whether to shoot him because he's so stinking heavy, but crappy genetics. I mean, if it was my ranch, for sure, we kill the deer as a management deer. So, I'm the one responsible for calling it. So, he's a big deer. He's an old deer, mature deer, but he's a 3x4. He's got a crab claw on one side, and it's a deer you don't want breeding your does.
Gotcha.
So, I want him out. So.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought I gapped those limbs, but it sounded like from the report I got a limb on the way
That's
in
what
there,
I thought too.
which it doesn't super excite me, and I really was focusing on a hole, but I think it whacked him anyhow. But
And you were offhand, weren't you?
yeah, I was just aiming there.
Okay. I think if we have them point us to the bush and you and I walk up there, so you've got the gun.
Yeah.
And then we'll pick him up right there, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Well, looks like we hit him, so the thing I was worried about was shooting through that bush, but there's nothing broke on it, Bob, so I think you hit and made a good hit.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty bright. It's probably lung blood.
it's a very weird sound. Almost after I had to have hit that, but it's not. There's a trap right there. I don't know, we might have to finish him off. Let's have to see how this goes.
This segment of Extreme Outer Limits was brought to you by the Extreme Shooting School, hosted by Bob Beck, an information-packed 2-day class. For more information, go to extremeouterlimitstv.com. Extreme Outer Limits is also brought to you by G7, Grip and Pull, Night Force MOA 1000 Rifle Scope, MOA Rifles, Night Force Optics, and Burger Bullets. This segment is brought to you by the Extreme Store. For all your brass, bullet, and ammunition needs, head to extremestore.us.
Blood there. So it's only on the one side. Well, that'd be the exit side, though. He might have went down right there, guys. That whole bush moved off to the right. Well, a little blood tracking from a first brushy shot. We just heard it again because I had to fire the brush there, but we got him. A little blood tracking led us right to him. Good finishing shot. I was on him and the brush was there. I was going to go again, and then I just seen the whole thing to the right go. So.
Yeah, I think it's right there.
I think we're good, guys.
Good job.
Management buck down, team.
Yeah, good job. Good tracking.
Way to start this thing off right here.
I heard another shot over there too, so hopefully one of the other guys got something this morning. But
All right.
let's go take care of him.
Let's go look and see what we got. Looks like he's got some mass, guys. Oh, geez, yeah. That birder did a number on him, even in that situation. Wow, look at this thing. The back end kind of almost looks like that one that deer you killed in Colorado, Chris.
Yeah.
Remember how big and, I mean, I don't know if it, you know, that is, oh, yeah. Wow, let me look at this old leg. I'm gonna set this down. All right, well, we got the finisher in there in the boiler room, but the first one definitely took a piece of that leg, didn't it, guys?
Yeah, for sure. Shooting through that brush.
Shooting through the brush. Hey, but that old 195 still did it. I thought I had a little hole in there, but man, look at that thing. He's got mass, he's got brows. How old a deer do you think this is? Because he's got a giant crown on his nose.
Just looking at his front teeth, I think he's 5 or 6, but I mean, looking at the body, I think he's older than that. So till we look at his teeth on the back, I don't know, but great deer to get out of the gene pool. You know, this is a great example of a management deer you want to take off your ranch for.
I mean, that Roman nose is giant. I mean, he's actually like calloused on it.
Yeah.
You think, is that from fighting already? Or
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
That's exactly what
So
it's
he's
from.
been just butting and hitting.
Well,
And,
I mean, look at his hocks. Look how swollen up his hocks are.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
they're so.
He's rutting good. Like I said, you know, when we started this morning, they're definitely rutting a lot more than last year. This, you know, so.
Yeah. So, Mike, what do you think by dates? I have a hard time remembering, but we're basically starting.
A week later. We're exactly 1 week later than
year.
what we did last year.
Yeah. So we're hitting it really good.
Yeah, because you remember right at the end, we've started to see the bucks hitting the does, you know.
Yeah.
And then, like I said earlier, we had a lot warmer weather and tougher conditions last year, so.
You know, that's one nice thing about Mexico, guys, because in the States you got, you know, like you hunt a lot of Colorado, right? And you are pinned down to this window of time. Well, in Mexico, you've got this bigger season. And so when you start really trending these deer and go, okay, well, here's what we learned this year. So here's how we're going to change it for next year. We've actually hit what could be the absolute recipe for success because we've got a dark moon.
Yep.
And we're a week later. Oh, and then we're getting a little touch of the cooler weather.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, I guess it kind of showed this morning, right? We come right out and these bucks are just going and it's already, I mean, we didn't even hardly get our hunt started. We're finding a big old heavy horn management deer to punch a tag on. I mean, look at that thing, guys. I mean, this would be considered a trophy.
To some guys, definitely.
Most units in the state.
He's got a really cool shape to him, you know. But there again, it's not a buck you want breeding your does, you know.
No.
Well, not down here, right?
No,
not when you're
definitely
trying
not.
to push
You know,
out 200 plus deer.
You know, last year was our first year on this ranch, and like you said, it's kind of experience, and we kind of got to learn from the first year, you know, based on you know what we hunted
you
last
wanted
year. I
to do
knew that this
something
was the
here.
week for you to be here this year. So
Yeah.
last year it took us 3 days to get our first deer on the ground, and we got her started early.
It took us like 30 minutes now.
Good job, congrats, Bob.
Good job, Ben.
All right, guys. Well, here you go. Our first Sonora Mexico buck down. Muley Connection, management deer. About as big as they come. So stay with us. We're just getting her started.
This segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by Benchmark Barrels, the rifle barrel of choice for long-range hunters, competition shooters, and sport shooters worldwide. Ask for one on your next rebarrel or custom rifle build. This segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by Kestrel Ballistics Weather Meters, the perfect match of long-range ballistics and environment. Get precision aiming solutions for your gun, your load, and your shot.
got the white one, right?
Yep.
The tree that's closer.
Yep.
Point.
Yep, got it.
That point right to the top of the point. Finally see that pitaya on the ridge.
Yep.
Okay, go to the next ridge. There's 3 or 4 pitayas together.
Yep.
Just right of that, the one on the right, there's a gap right there. He just walked from that gap behind that big, thick green bush so you can just see the top of the pitaya through.
Yep.
He's right there.
So he was kind of going to the right.
When he came out, he was going left, but then he's rutting hard, and then he turned and went behind that bush.
Mike spotted a big, what he calls a big deer. So it's quite a ways out there. Can't get a huge look at it, so we're gonna go a little bit closer. Actually, he thinks it might be something we can go to one of his stands and be able to see it from there. So we're gonna move in.
Oh, now I got it. That one deer is a big old management deer. Yeah, watch this. They're still in the brush right there. Here comes the doe. Here comes that deer, the nice deer. Here comes the management deer, I say. That deer in the back. It could just be young, but look like a 3-point. Over the hill. Oh shit, I thought they went over. Well, I got that thing on the left side of the tree that was shining. He walked all the way across that opening to the left. Oh yeah, I see him.
That's a shooter.
I don't know, we gotta shoot it. Oh yeah, it's huge. Gonna walk right up to that glass off before we blow it. Well, we're gonna move up here and then look off before we go on the high rack, just in case. But if we don't see anything or we need the elevation, we're gonna come right back and then drive up. But just want to blow them out. Oh, right up there, Chris, going up the hill. Holy crap.
You can just see that.
And his antlers are there. That is.
There he goes.
Can you know where you can shoot him? Is he gonna stay there?
Next week on Extreme Outer Limits.
Want more long-range hunting info? Be sure to check out the all-new Extreme Outer Limits podcast for long-range hunting tips and insights. You can find new episodes on iTunes and Podbean. Star Valley Outfitters, now owned and operated by Extreme Outer Limits, is one of Wyoming's premier hunting locations, offering opportunity on trophy elk, bear, deer, and moose. For more information, go to extremeouterlimitstv.com. Extreme Outer Limits is also brought to you by McMillan Stocks, Benchmark Barrels, Kestrel Ballistics Weather Meters, Lapua Brass, passion for precision, and Vitavuri Powder, the power of accuracy.